Well, welcome, fellow travelers. Your traveling buddy here, coming today from Lansing, Michigan. And I'm coming here from downtown Lansing. And I'm here at the Michigan Historical Museum here in Lansing. I have done a vlog here before. This is actually where I've done my very first vlog. And like I said, I've been trying to find things to do inside. Well, I found out today is Michigan's 182nd birthday bash that's going on here at the museum. So I figured we'll come and check this out. So travel with me, will you? This is the Michigan Library and Historical Center. It's a museum right here in Lansing. It's all about Michigan, stuff in Michigan and all that. This is where I did my very first vlog. So, and I'll put a link down to that vlog I did. You can go back and watch that one. That was a little bit long, but that was my first start where I learned to cut him down. So. Now we come in here and just got these people here and here they close. Greeting people, telling them about the 182nd birthday. And we've got cake in here, right, for people to come in here, get a piece of cake and celebrate Michigan's birthday. Here can't do Michigan's birthday without showing the actual original flag of Michigan. 310th U.S. Infantry Engineers, right there. Nowadays it's blue. It was red back then. We are in the actual museum here. Got some Indians up there. We've got some soldiers over here in red coats. They're standing right in front of the Michigan sign.
Mason.
Yep.
He was only 24 when he was elected, and then he died shortly thereafter in his early 30s. Our first capital was in Detroit, but then we moved to Lansing. The Lansing one burned down. We upgraded shortly after to the one we have today. The same architect went on to develop and design many of the other state capitals, most notably our nation's largest in Austin. He then designed a lot of the high schools we have today in Lansing, as well as the library in Howell. We have one of the only artifacts to come out of the Toledo War. Toledo used to be in Michigan. Part of settling our state was settling where should Ohio have Toledo or should Michigan. Toledo went to Ohio eventually. We got the Upper Peninsula out of the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
During that time period, we lost a third of our population to malaria. But then 30 years later, during the Civil War, we sent 90,000 of our men over to fight in the Civil War.
All right. I love your outfit.
Oh, thank you. We have Lewis Cass on the wall. He was our territorial governor for 18 years. His sword that he used in the War of 1812 is just to the left, and his boot jack is just below him. That belonged to him as well.
Well, thank you for the information.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Got lady here doing weaving, right? Spinning. I always get that wrong.
That's right. I'm spinning wool into a thread, and when I get enough thread, I'll ply it together to make yarn, and from there I can knit or crochet. And I've got my shawl and my mittens all there for my sheep. How about that?
Yeah, definitely need those this time of year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, definitely need those.
Yep, it's time to wear those in and out of the building today.
And you ever wonder, they say people, that's why we're called the mitten right there, see?
Yeah.
And those look like in Michigan.
Yeah, that's true.
The history of lumber industry here in Michigan. This is they used to haul the big logs after they cut the trees down. I said in my other videos, you can imagine the poor horses they had to carry. That big wheel thing I just showed you is this is the thing that the horses used to have to carry. See, all those logs, the guys standing on top of them. Think about those poor horses. It would be hard on their backs to carry all those logs.
That's funny. Get yourself into this. This is what it's going to look like when you're done. This is one that I can't work on anymore. Probably very long. The real part is done out. So, you can see how the above, before, the distance on there. That too. I will start cutting it in tape. Make your
Gentleman here is learning how to make butter.
Right.
They're grinding for butter. It's a different way. You see the women with the little thing.
Right over there.
Right there, yeah, the turner, yeah.
Right. That is probably from the 1830s
Yeah.
and 40s. This little churner here is probably from about 1920s
1920s or something like that. Made your own
Yeah.
butter.
We couldn't. It would take forever just to get one batch on it.
Right.
So,
But it took about 5 hours or something
probably
like
more than
that?
that, yeah.
Yeah, to make butter?
I guess it all depends on how much liquid we had put in there.
Imagine the women that had to do that. They wouldn't want to arm wrestle them.
Well, I feel like I'm getting the, not tennis elbow, but
This is the
getting
butter.
shoulder.
This is the butter he's making.
Yeah, we made that a couple nights ago.
Homemade butter.
Yeah, just got one of the mason jar and put some
Cool.
heavy whipping cream in there and started.
This lady here showing how to make an apple pie back in the day. Or fruit pie. Doesn't make
This is
apple
an apple
pie.
pie, yep.
Apple pie.
Apple pie, yep.
And that's how they used to make it. They used to grind their own
Grind their own
flour and wheat. And then grind it right in there. And she was showing earlier, you didn't have an oven, you just set it over an open fire.
So you had some wheat that Dad would have thrown out in the fields, and you would have put it into your grinder. So you may take some wheat and put some in there.
Just a little. But you could use buttons or marbles or...
Maybe need just a smidge more than that, because I just emptied it. All right, we shut our door. Then you turn the wheel. Yep, other way. Go that makes it tough. Yeah, it knows because it's tough. It knows you're grinding it up.
No, don't think it's, and it's, you can paint it or you can burn it.
Oh my goodness. The big crop would have gone to the grist mill. This would have maybe just been a little bit left around the house, and in the winter when they kind of couldn't get to the grist mill or get more flour, they would have ground their own. But generally speaking, they would have had it all ground at the grist mill.
And there you go.
There's your flour.
Flour.
That's so cool.
Carve a face in it.
This guy's showing here making dowel heads out of apples.
And they just kind of dry down.
Yeah, first I put it in a little bit of lemon juice to kind of help preserve it. And then you hang it up in the air for 2 to 4 weeks. And they end up looking like this.
Oh wow.
And then you take that and give it a body and dress it.
Oh wow.
And you make it, and this is what kids back in the 1830s used to do, because most of them in Michigan lived on farms.
Couldn't afford to buy a brand new dowel.
Exactly. So
Kind of creepy looking, but the original Mr. Potato Head, I guess.
exactly. And then I have a bunch of different apples here. Are you good at identifying?
Here's something that a lot of people don't know about. Kellogg. Everybody that buys cereal is made right here in Michigan, in Battle Creek, Michigan. See? And toasted corn flakes. Those are the original. In Battle Creek, Michigan. So there's some advertisements from Kellogg, and there's the guy that started it, John Harvey Kellogg. I'm gonna try and visit his gravesite and his home this summer. There's the factory. I've been told when you go near there, the whole area smells like cereal and baking. Here we got people's homes. They showed how their living rooms looked back in the day. Got that old couch there. Got the wood burning stove. And a desk. And that there, I believe, is a funeral wreath that people used to display on their wall. And on the other side here is their dining room area.
Saturday night saw the usual rituals performed. We ate our supper, we had our bath. At least my mother and I held rendezvous with the washtub in the kitchen. My father had already been closeted behind the door with much damp splashed water and stentorian grub. We put on our clean nightgowns and crept into our clean, cold beds.
January 8, 1883. Gardens are cold. First day in new brick building. I am number 1 in our grammar class for this month. And we'll find out how much we are in other studies until tomorrow. I stood 99.8 in grammar.
Do you know what that is?
Next time I stood 98.
That's how you get the water. You have to pump the water.
Here we have the school here. The chalkboards are different now. They got this little, that's what chalkboards you see nowadays. Well, it's not actually a chalkboard, but this is what it was back in the day. An actual chalkboard. And there's the teacher's desk. All the stuff that she kept in there. Marbles she confiscated from the kids. We have our exhibit on the automotive industry for Henry Ford. And this is how they used to build the Model Ts back in the day. Frame. The body up there. And come down right onto there. There's a model here, the exhibit of the actual plant. Now look at that old $5 bill. On January 14th, 1914, Henry Ford announced his company would offer $5 a day for the 8-hour workday at his Highland Park factory. $5. Imagine that. That's all you get. Here is the guy I say is very underrated in the automotive industry. Ransom Olds. He's right here in Lansing, Michigan. I've actually visited his grave site. He's at his crypt. And he just doesn't give the respect that he deserves for the automotive industry. He said, yeah, Henry Ford, there he is underneath him. You know, he's done a lot for the automotive industry, but so did Ransom. But Lansing seems to want to erase his name from the history.
First World War was over. From the battlefields of Europe, young men returned home to their families. There was hope for peace.
I'm just glad the war is over. The next stop is Battle Creek and Camp Custer, then on to the good American soil at home.
The promise of prosperity drew millions to Michigan cities. From Europe,
my parents came to Detroit from Sicily.
I was born in Poland and was only 6 months old when they brought me here.
From the South,
labor trains were bringing people north. Companies were bringing people to supply their labor needs.
From farms,
farms had long hours compared to the factories in Grand Rapids. Long hours and small pay.
and from the mines.
Henry Ford's representative came to the mine to recruit auto factory workers at the magnificent sum of $5 a day. Anything was better than working in the mines.
Suddenly, dramatically, the cities of Michigan grew. Grand Rapids, and Jackson, Battle Creek, and Bay City, Saginaw, Lansing, and Flint, and biggest of them all, Detroit. Every month, every week, new arrivals flooded in. The 20...
Almost like this display, even though I don't believe in it completely, but it says, what would you wear this winter? And they show the old style clothes. The old coat there, and look, they got a fur coat. I know a lot of people don't like seeing people wear fur nowadays, but God, the way these winters are around here right now, that'd almost be a blessing. Look at that. There's the old style coats. A muffler, whatever you call that thing. Put your hands in. I got an old sled. I actually had a sled, something like that when I was a kid. Here we have a room that's, you know, where they fought for the labor laws in the automotive industry, and horrific things that people had to go through, you know,
You see these billy clubs and stuff. This is what they used to beat. They used to beat these people. They used to try to, because they wanted right, you know, the rights and right pay, you know. So they would, these guys would go out and beat people with these billy clubs. But that's a billy club, a baseball bat wrapped with leather. Can you imagine how that would feel? I have to show this when I come here. So, you know, we got a lot of Michigan fans. I always think it's weird because we're right here in Lansing, but they don't have anything with the Spartans on it. But here's Michigan. They got all kinds of stuff about the Michigan University. Those running shoes. More like boots. Chairs here are from original Tiger Stadium.
Wednesday of this week is the birthday of George Washington, the fearless patriot who risked life and fortune that this nation might be born. More than 160 years have elapsed since this hero enunciated the fundamental principle of American peace and prosperity: no foreign entanglement. He and his contemporaries were men who had fled Europe and the British Isles with the latent hope of establishing a more perfect form of government, a more Christian pattern of existence than had been enjoyed by his forebears abroad. No
Thanks for the making of deposits and the drawing of checks.
Edgar Bergen and Charlie McCarthy.
Well, Charlie, why so studious?
Well, I'm writing a book, that's why.
Oh, well, I'm happy to hear that.
I'm Joe Lewis, and night.
Airplane motor, Buick motor, yeah, by General Motors Corporation. And look, it actually moves. And that shows the pistons going up and down. All the gears. I'm definitely planning on getting to this summer is the Upper Peninsula. I've never been there, and this shows all the kind of stuff you can see up there. This is Mackinac Island. I've never been there. Sault Ste. Marie. There's a big giant statue of Paul Bunyan there that I've heard of.
That's excellent.
Many other things I want to see up there. I'm determined to get up there this year. We have the pieces from Mackinac Bridge right here. There's a big mural up there, and then they got pieces actually from Mackinac Bridge. See? That That's from the foundation. We got an area that's dedicated to another part of the automotive industry. Selling style, all kinds of cars. Got an old Corvette in here. See there, 1956 Corvette. And they got a thing here. Got some commercials.
The parade of new cars starts across the stage among the dancing motorettes. It's funny how ancient my own car seems as I look at it. The new Chevrolet Bel Air.
In the 1950s,
car, a little model of this car that I would love to see someday. Right here, the GM still owns it. It was a concept car they built back in the day, and it actually still exists in their collection. The name of that car is it's a vehicle you might be riding in the Astroport for a trip to the moon. He said it was a concept car. Can't remember what the name of it was. Oh, but somebody actually designed it. That's what the actual car looks like right there. And it's in their collection still. You got some pieces of the clay that they used to make the mold, the model of that before they actually make the actual car. That's how they used to design them. The whole thing here, you can actually make your own car. Look, just push start.
no, you're not going to find these in a dealer's showroom. They're 1950s concept cars. Each of the major automakers created these unusual. Now it's your turn to build a 50s concept car. This sketch pad is where you create your design. For design ideas, here are a set of notebooks with details from real concept cars of the 50s. To build your car, all you have to do is touch a design in a book and then drag it over to the sketch pad like this. Now it's your turn to build a 50s concept car.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't do it.
That's a hole. Now it's time to pick the headlights you like.
We chose the headlights. What else should we use for the headlights? I kind of like these ones. Oh, you see, you can turn it. Look. Trying to do this one-handed. Oh, turn forward. There we go. Okay, it's not really completely working. I'm trying to put the headlights in. It's weird. Kind of difficult a little bit. So you turn forward. Come on, turn forward. Kind of weird.
Oh, there's Gretchen.
You don't see that design every day. Let's get to work on the front of your car.
Weird look. Put that one.
That's sure to attract attention. It's on to bumpers.
Oh, gotta put Chevy.
They aren't very practical, but all that chrome sure is impressive. Pick the one you like best.
kind of difficult, but yeah, that gives you an idea how you do it. How they do it. Got some die-cast cars. I actually own a bunch of die-cast cars. I got a 57 Chevy, something like that, but it's a hard top. Different kinds of cars and how you can order them. So it's got the carpeting designs you can have. Here we got some space rocks and from the moon. Right there, see that little dot right there? It's right there, that little dot there, it's got some pieces of the moon in it. And it was dedicated by Richard Nixon to the state of Michigan. Well, above here, we got an old Plymouth ferry that reminds you of Christine, but it's white. That's what she was, Plymouth Ferry.
That's a popular feature these days. Let's not forget the vacuum car.
We have an area dedicated to Motown, you know, for all the music industry in Michigan. History stuff there. Protests in the 60s and all that.
It's just right around the corner.
There's Malcolm X, and believe it or not, yeah, but he was born right here in Lansing. Malcolm X. Got hippie clothes and like that's a weird vest right there. Got the old bell-bottom blue jeans. Of course, the tie-dye. It's dedicated to the Vietnam War, POWs. And all the war people with the outfits they used to wear. Here we have one of our most famous people here, and I've done a video on the school that he actually went to here in Lansing. So Stevie Wonder. He went to a school right here in Lansing called the Abigail. It was the blind school right here in Lansing, and they're trying to restore it now into an old folks home. And this was his piano. Dedicated to winter things you can do during the winter. A lot of these things you won't catch me doing. This is snowmobiles. I'm sure those are fun. And then you show here, a guy going ice fishing. That I definitely won't do. Sorry, I'm not sitting out on the lake waiting for a fish to catch on. You know, freezing my butt off. And there's dog sled. Ice sculptures, which there was something I wanted to go to, but that's kind of a ways away. There's snowmobiles. Snowmobile racing. Skiing, of course. It's another thing you won't catch me doing, I'm sorry, but here's something I want to do eventually with my mother. She likes lighthouses. She's been to almost every lighthouse in Michigan. I'd like to do that. And this kind of shows you where all the lighthouses are in Michigan. The big picture of the Mackinac Bridge. People walking across it. Every year they do what they call the bridge walk. My sister does it every year, and I told her I'm going to do it this next year. Here, yeah, but this little sign here talks about next year that how much snow we've gotten, the biggest snowfalls, you know. Way up there, 1978 to 79, we got 390.4 inches of snow. You see that up here? Let me zoom in on it. Right there. Can you imagine that? I mean, I was a baby around that time. God. thing here says 14,000 years ago, huge glaciers once covered Michigan. They shaped the land, creating rivers and lakes, and left marks called stratigraphies on rocks. As the glaciers slowly retreated, plants, animals, and people began living here. So that just shows you how, in one way, the shape of our state explains it. Here we are, the mitten. The glacier created this. That's why it gets so cold around here. Alright, fellow travelers, that's about it for me from this Michigan History Museum right here in Lansing, Michigan. If you ever get down here, check it out. It's down here, downtown Lansing, not too far from the Capitol, off from Kalamazoo Street. There's a lot of good things down here. Now, normally they do charge you to get in here, but today, because it's Michigan's birthday, they do charge. They didn't charge. It's free to get in, free parking, and all that stuff. And I said there was a lot of things to do. So I didn't film everything because a lot of children around, but you know, you can understand that. So if you like this, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Any comments from me? Leave me a comment. Any ideas for me to do? Let me know. I just might show up and do it. Also, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You know, leave me a comment down there too. So until next time, travelers, I'll see you around the mitten.